2 points in 17 games. It's just horrific, shocking. Again, constantly going backwards. And I turned off Cobra Kai for that absolute rubbish. Lads. Lads, welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking about Cobra Kai today because such a great series. It's based on the Karate Kid film. It's a film about Johnny Lawrence and Daniel. I'm joking. I'd rather talk about Cobra Kai, but I've got to talk about this absolute rubbish, haven't I? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make light of a terrible match that I've just endured. I'm sick of watching terrible matches, but we've got to laugh about it, haven't we? We've got to laugh. Shocking. Like, I could sit here all day and say shocking for the rest of time. So bad. Like, I didn't see us really create anything until probably the 85th minute. Right, you can see an image on the screen right now of them all in the sort of Celtic scrum, if you like. And we've done this ever since Wilder's been the manager, I think. And I love it. It always seems like we are a together team. And it's always seemed like we're a together team. Until today, I feel. The Southampton game as well. But in all the other games, other than Southampton, we've had a go. We've had nothing today. That's all I really wanted to say about that, so let's crack on. It was so embarrassing. And the thing is, I understand what Wilder's doing. He's changing things round. He's trying to find the winning formula. And every time he does something different, it just doesn't work. He tried Basham in midfield today, which I don't think really worked. I really like Bash. Bash will give 100% for the cause, always. I don't think he had his best game today, Bash, but he tries. You can tell he's trying. And that's all you can really ask for a team that's not won in 17 games. 2 points in 17 games. It's just horrific. The thing is, it's not even just the defence anymore. Like, start of the season, we were creating chances. We were scoring an odd few goals here and there. But it was Ramsdale making a hash of things. Jack O'Connell made a couple of bad mistakes at the start of the season. Then whoever we brought in at left centre-back was making mistakes. We were conceding lots of goals from crosses, corners, all sorts. Now, like today, fair enough, the second one, we'll get onto the goals, but the second one was awful. The first one, not as much. It was a bit of bad luck. But we're not even creating any good chances. The team's morale seems so low and confidence seems so low that we're not even creating anything going forward. I just don't know what's going on. It feels like David McGoldrick's the only one that is trying to create stuff. In that first half, he didn't create anything. That second half, barely anything. What is quite funny though, other than McGoldrick's shot from distance, where he had no one round him, and went straight at the keeper, Antoine Hackford had more shots on target than Brewster, Mousset. Like, it wasn't a great shot, but at least he got himself into that position to have a shot. Anyway, let's crack on with this because I don't want to spend much time on this. I really don't. I know I say this every week, but I've had enough. I've had enough of talking about this team because it's embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. And I can't wait to see what Wilder's got to say. To be honest, I've not listened to a lot of what Wilder's said after some games because Wilder used to be a very honest bloke. And the reason why he can be so honest is because he knows his team are going to give 100% every single game. And they're going to leave it all out there on the pitch. And we'll win some, we'll lose some, we'll draw some. That's how it's been for the whole time Wilder's been the manager. And now I don't feel like he can say that. So I feel like he either throws him under the bus or he tries to back him, which nobody really believes him. So, I don't know. Anyway, the first goal was very unlucky. It was a clip over the top, a good, nice clip to Zaha. Egan possibly should have got there first. I think he was caught a little bit by surprise. But then it went into the middle. It got flicked back inside, which, if Norwood didn't get that touch on it, just to land straight perfectly for Schlupp right in the middle of the box, it wouldn't have been that easy. And then Egan tried to get across, got something on it, and that actually took it further into the corners. Or who knows, Ramsdale may have made a save if it wasn't for that little touch from Egan. And that was 3-4 minutes, something like that, which is super, super embarrassing because against Burnley, we could have conceded after 1 minute. Against Palace, we conceded after 3 minutes. And we're just constantly putting ourselves on the back foot early on. And when we're not creating that many chances anyway, you don't want to be going 1-0 down after 3 minutes. So we came back into it more in that first half. I think the thing is, we had a lot of the ball in certain parts of that match, but we didn't do anything with it. The only thing that we really did was Ampadu played a lovely little ball through to Bogle, and Bogle had a shot, it seemed. Like, it looked like he should have been putting it across the box. Mousse didn't look too happy that he had a shot. If it wasn't a shot, it was an extremely poor cross. I think he was just trying to catch the keeper out, which was possibly a good idea. It wasn't in the end, though, was it? He was never going to score from there. I'd like to say Bogle had a good game. I think he did okay in patches. Don't think he were any better than Baldock would have been, to be honest. I think Baldock probably would have been better. But I'll come on to... No, I'll say it now, because I'll probably forget by the end of the video. It really annoyed me. It really annoyed me that Bogle didn't really attempt to take anybody on until the 91st minute. 90th minute, 91st minute, something like that. Because we've all seen these YouTube videos where Bogle picks the ball up and runs at defenders. Like, pushes it past him and runs. Or he's quite skillful as well. So it just feels like he's got no confidence in the Premier League, which is understandable with him not playing much football. But it felt like he was like, oh, I've got nothing to lose in the 90th minute. You've got nothing to lose early on. Like, we're dead and buried, it seems. Anyway, so that was pretty much the only chance that we created in that first half. And then, right on the stroke of half-time, pretty much, Abir Eze just picks the ball up in his own half. Norwood puts in an half-arsed challenge, which I don't blame Norwood at all. Not at all. Because Norwood was on inside their half. You don't expect him to pick the ball up and run the length of the pitch and score. So that's the reason why Norwood didn't take him down. But then Ampadu, he just rode the challenge of Ampadu. Ampadu were like, oh, I'll stick my leg out. I might get it, might not. Never mind. And then it comes up to Egan, and the thing is, you can't really blame Egan. Egan is the last man against Eze, who's just taken 2 players on really comfortably. So if Egan goes in there, absolutely tries scything him down, he could just walk round him and score, and then Egan will get stick for that. So Egan tried to kind of hold him up, jockey him, but he just, like Alan Smith said, I think he just used him as a guide to just bend it round him. Because I think I've not seen it from the back really, but Ramsdale looked like he could have been unsighted, but it went into the corner. Nothing that Ramsdale could have done about either goals really. Not at all. Second one, definitely poor defending from the front. First one, just a little bit unlucky. I'd like to know what would have happened if we didn't concede so early, but it happened. It felt like the Burnley game in that second half, but actually Palace attacked us a lot more. In the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, you would have thought that we'd have come out all guns blazing, sticking some tackles in, taking the ball off him, really pressing him. There was just nothing there. I don't know whether the players are just not good enough, or Wilder's lost the dressing room, or what, but something has got to change. I'm not saying Wilder needs to be the one to be changed, but something's got to change. It's not good enough. We will go down with less points than Derby, if we carry on this road, because we can't pick points up. We're not good enough in defence. We're conceding really, really sloppy goals, and we're not getting anywhere near creating any good chances. We didn't have one. Well, sorry, the Hackford chance was quite a good chance, actually, because we actually played some good football. Basham with a lovely back heel. But he kind of snatched it a bit. It was a bit behind him. It wasn't really a lot he could do about it. But it was a shot on target. Defender had to get something on it. Just shocking. But, like, what's going on with our team? We've literally got about half of the first team squad out. We could only put 5 players on the bench today. I think it's 5 players on the bench today. And one of them is a 16-year-old kid. So that's 4 players. No, was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It don't matter anyway, does it? The problem that we've got Bristol Rovers coming up. And normally, when you play these teams in the Cup, you're expecting to put out a weakened squad. We haven't got a weakened squad. We've got a squad. That's it. And it's pretty weak anyway. So that's probably perfect. I can see us getting beaten by Bristol Rovers, if I'm honest. I don't know where they are in the league, but I don't think it really matters. Like, we are really, really struggling for an attacking midfielder or a couple of attacking midfielders because we've got no link whatsoever, other than David McGoldrick, between the midfield and the attack. John Fleck's playing really, really poor, and he should be one of the links. Last season, Lundstram was one link. John Fleck was the other link, and they were getting up and down, up and down. All they're doing is passing it backwards and sideways. Ampadu, send him back. Use his wages up on somebody else. Get a different Chelsea player on loan. So Fulham get Loftus-Cheek, who went to a World Cup. Chelsea hold him in high regard. Fair enough, he's got fitness issues. We take on a player who's no Premier League experience whatsoever, and Chelsea have barely played him. Well, I don't think they've even played him in a first-team game in the Premier League. Might have played a few cup games, but he's not good enough, guys. Ampadu is not good enough. Every time he got the ball in that second half, he moved it forward, stopped, and then passed it sideways to Egan. What? We're 2-0 down. Come on. There's no position for him in our team. Not good enough in defensive midfield. Not good enough right side of midfield. Not good enough at right side of centre back. He might be all right, central centre back, but Egan's there. Best player we've got this season. Bogle, okay at times, but didn't really take enough chances. These players aren't taking chances. That's the problem. I don't mean chances that we're creating, because there isn't any. We're not getting the ball into a good area and then trying to play a nice through ball or trying to do something a bit different. It's get there, sideways pass. Get there, lob it over the top for hopefully someone to get onto. Try and play that incisive ball. Try and take a player on. It's not good enough. And Stevens doesn't seem like he can play football anymore. His touch is shocking. His passing shocking. Osborne today, I thought Osborne's had some good games at left wing back. Today was definitely not one of them. Shocking performance at left wing back from Osborne. Shocking. Again, constantly going backwards. But that's all the team. Fleck, same, sideways and backwards. Norwood. Somebody put on Twitter that Norwood was shocking today. Disagree completely. I think Norwood looked like the only player that was trying to play forward. He was picking the ball up and he was finding Bogle all the time. And that was actually the only time when we were really creating any chances, was from Norwood picking the ball up and pinging it like he used to do. So fair play. Norwood definitely deserves a start in the next game. Who else is there? Basham weren't very good today, to be honest, but I'll never, ever diss Basham for anything. And then McGoldrick and Moussé. Moussé barely did anything. He tried a little bit, but it didn't come off. McGoldrick always tries hard. Always, he fouled. He must have made about 50 fouls today in that first half. And I felt like 5, 6, 7 players had bad games today. Brewster didn't do a lot when he came on. Hackford had a shot. but obviously didn't have much time to shine. So I'll leave it there. Who knows what's going to happen? Someone just put on Twitter that Wilder might walk after this game. I can't see it happening, but he did say he would step aside if he felt like he couldn't take the team any further. And at the moment, we're just really, really bad. Really bad. So thanks for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate every single person tuning in. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And stay in the